Well, hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to do a mailbag edition. We haven't done mailbag in a while. We used to do it I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And that was kind of way back when we first started. And it was okay. There wasn't a whole lot of views on it. But I think, we've grown and whatnot, and we'll get into this. So what the deal is with the mailbag is you email me a question at remnantxradio@yahoo.com, and then we answer it. Maybe we pick it and we answer it. And this kind of first thing that I want to talk about a little bit is what's been going on YouTube with the treatment of my wife. And I think there are some things that are just assumed by people that aren't accurate. And I want to kind of just bring it to attention, okay? I haven't responded because the perpetrators are, I'm going to guess, probably 10 women who 10 women, and I've been trying to be patient and not be harsh with them. And I see all the comments and whatnot, and I see all the messages, and so I kind of just want to just use this thing because it's the question is why are so and so people blocked? Why have you blocked them? Why, and the assumptions are made. So here's what has transpired, just so you know, because these people tell me, I'm your friend, I can't believe you're letting your wife do this, you're going to turn gay, you're not a real man, all this kind of stuff. And I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, real friends don't do that, okay? They don't do that. And I want to make something very clear. I'm not angry at the Russian people at all. I'm for the Russian people. I'm for Russia, dude. I mean, I love the Russian people. I think you just have the same thing that you have in America. You have something called an asshole, right? So we have some assholes running around who are deciding that they're going to cause trouble for everybody, and it needs to be dealt with. So here's kind of the deal. I was getting overrun by messages, right? And I asked my wife for help. Because I can't get to it. And what ends up happening, you get 40,000 messages a week, which is a lot for me. And I try to go in order. And by the time I would respond to somebody, they were really pissed because, oh, a month later, now you respond, and it's just, thanks. How dare you? They're insulted. So I asked my wife to help me, right? And so she started helping me. But what we were coming across is women were sending inappropriate pictures of themselves. They were saying inappropriate things. They were sending videos of themselves. And it offended my wife. And I understand that completely. And that happened along with the threats. I've been getting numerous threats. And the threats range, and I know you guys have said, the Russians have said, well, it's not Russians, it's, it's Ukrainians. Okay, I don't know. Maybe not. And the threats have ranged from my views of being pro-Putin, or my view on Crimea, or my view on Donbass. And so these things have kind of transpired along with these rabid women who are who don't understand boundaries, who don't understand appropriateness. And so I made the decision just to shut my VK off. It's just way too much, man. I can't keep up with it. I make videos, right? I mean, that's what I should be doing, making videos, making content, working on radio shows, not responding to every single thing that comes across. And so I made the decision. My wife had nothing to do with me getting off social media. It was affecting my son. It was affecting my family. People were now sending things to their personal accounts because I wasn't responding fast enough. And it ranged from threats to look at the pigeon salute Putin to, hey, give this to your husband, and oh, by the way, it's a nude picture of me, or whatever, like that. And I think the mistake that I made is probably that I probably spent too much time talking with people who were unstable, right? And somebody pointed out and said, hey, listen, Jeremy, a Russian woman pointed out and said, hey, listen, this isn't Russia. This is just crazy people who don't have a life. And, maybe you spent too much time talking with them and encouraged it. Maybe you're right. Okay, so I was the one who said I need to get off social media. I can't spend my time responding to everything. I got to make videos, dude. We got radio shows in the work. We got TV shows in the work. We got all kinds of stuff in the works. I can't be bogged down by a handful of crazy Russian women who don't understand boundaries, who don't understand. Listen, there's a lot going on. You need to calm down, okay? The other thing is that has come up is my wife on the videos. Oh, this is new. She's taking over. Right? She's been around, dude. I've been doing this for 10 plus years, and she's been around for all of it in the background. You know, if you go look at the Warrior Queen playlist, you'll see there's stuff that's a year old where she was doing videos with me, right? She does the radio show, like the American radio shows with me. Revolution, she does that with me, and she's just part of the team. And this whole mantra, you know, of going after her by these handful of women's, what I think it is you're crazy, right? I think you women are crazy, and you can't respect like a man's wife, dude. And it's like, you know, it makes you look like, you know, makes you look like Kathy Bates from Misery. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I mean, you guys are coming across completely unhinged, and I really have not wanted to respond to this because you're women. I wanted to be respectful and give you time to kind of just vent your feelings and move on. But you're not taking no for an answer, and now this is what we have to do, right? Right? We have to now, like, when I saw the threats coming across to my wife because she responded as me, and people are threatening her, not just like, you know, oh, you're being controlling. Oh, I mean, we understand there's trolliness. Part of reading the YouTube comments are fun because they're trolly. Sometimes people start trolling, it's funny. But when you start physically threatening my wife, like, people are threatening her. People are saying, like, you know, we'll kill her. I mean, come on, dude, really? We'll kill my wife? And you're making it really hard for me to come visit Russia openly. I'm gonna have to come secretly. Like, all I can tell is probably Vladimir, my KGB dude, be like, hey, dude, I'll meet you, and that's it. I mean, I can't. You guys are killing me because I would be worried for the safety of my wife. It needs to stop. It really does. I'm the one who's been banning you because you're not understanding. Like, this isn't a form of come bash my wife, right? My wife hasn't been banning you. I've been banning you. I've asked her to respond to comments as she sees fit, just because there's so many comments. Like the YouTube comments, we get probably 1,000 every day. That's a lot of comments. I can't respond to everything, and I'm trying to respond. Okay, so she's part of the team. Just as Bill is part of the team, and you're going to see videos, right? Because everybody's now like, no, she's taking all the video. No, she's in video rotation. Just like sometimes you guys don't see Bill coming on. And then all of a sudden there's a few videos with Bill. It's going to be the same thing with her, okay? You need to be reasonable. You need to calm down. And I know there's one person behind this, right? I know there's one person behind it. And people have said, well, give us names. I'm not giving names, dude, right? I'm not doing that, okay? I'm trying to be respectful. I really am. I'm trying to be respectful and not embarrass anybody publicly about it, right? I really am. But I'm getting really surprised by the hatefulness of this gaggle of women, these gaggle of crazy women. And I guess what I would say to you directly, right, is maybe this isn't the channel for you. Maybe you guys, there's a little kid in Philadelphia that it's popped up on RT, an American kid asking questions. He's adorable. Maybe you gaggle of crazy women can go find him and, like, you know, root him on and help him out. Maybe there's a guy named Nathan in California, I'm sure, that would love some crazy women to go do whatever the crazy women are doing. And but it has to stop, okay? It absolutely has to stop. I'm at the point with the crazy women, and again, this has nothing to do towards the Russian people. The crazy women and a handful of men that they're controlling, like, these dudes show up and like, oh, you're not a man, your wife's controlling. No, dude, I'm making decisions, okay? She's not controlling me. She's working on my behalf, carrying out my wishes. Oh, and oh, by the way, dude, who's controlling you? Oh, it would be the one Svengali crazy woman who has orchestrated all this. Go somewhere else. Go find another channel. You know what? Jabby Koi does Indian videos. And I know Bollywood's really popular in Russia. Maybe you crazy women can go over and subscribe to his channel. He's got like 400,000. He travels the world. He goes to India. He goes to Ireland. You'll love him. Good-looking guy. He's Asian. He does martial arts. You'll love him. Absolutely, you'll love him. And so I would encourage you women to do that. Unsubscribe from me. If you're one of these 10 to 20 crazy women, unsubscribe from the channel and go somewhere else. Because what you're turning into is, we get a term here in America called booger eaters, right? They're like losers that live in their mom's basement, and they have no job, they have no life, they just sit around and troll people. That's what you're becoming. And I don't want to make this personal, I really don't. But threatening my wife, dude, threatening my wife, if she comes to Russia, you're going to hurt her? Come on. Come on. You're better than that, right? You're better than that. You are absolutely better than that. So I want to just kind of use that to set the record straight, because I've been really trying to be just constrained in what I say. What we're working on here, we're going to be doing things with Rue Open. We're going to be doing man in the street interviews. That will probably be once a month. We're going to be reacting to their stuff. We're working on some radio and TV things in Russia. I think you guys will be surprised by it. I know I was surprised, and it all came out of America. Like, what? Russians in America? What? There's a Russian community here in America that we're going to be visiting with, an association that we're hooking up with, so I can learn more of the culture. Because what I want to do is I want to learn the language, I want to learn the culture, because I want to come to Russia. I want to go to St. Petersburg. I want to go to Moscow. I want to go to Siberia, and we're working on it. I know Action Jackson wants to get his visa and passport together, so we can make a trip. Those we're working on. We're working on getting back to India. Right? One of the things that has been overwhelmingly the response from Indians is, what the hell, dude? What the hell? What happened to us? We're trying to manage our time better. And to my Indian friends, what has happened is you used to be 80% of my viewers, right? And with Russia coming online, and especially after Putin, it's really kind of flipped, where you're now about 15% of my viewers. But we're trying to get some balance and do some more content for you. So we have some videos coming up. Warrior Queen, the Indians seem to love Warrior Queen, and Warrior Queen loves the Indians, so she's going to be doing some videos with me on that. We're doing and this is another thing that's come up, is with the Ireland videos. Oh, you sucked it. Dude, we're trying something different, dude. You know what? When I first started doing Russian videos, nobody paid attention. When I first started doing Indian videos, nobody paid attention. These Irish people are funny, dude. They're funny, and we're going to have fun with them, and maybe we can make some friends in Ireland, too. Another question that came up, too, was about the subscriber video. And I know a handful of Russians are upset because of the 100,000 subscribers. My wife had nothing to do with that. I got up that idea from Sergeant Rocco. Sergeant Rocco lost his channel. Like, he was like 20,000 back when I was 10, and I was like, ooh, if I could just get to Sergeant Rocco size, I'd be pretty happy. So he lost his channel, and I think we had a term for it. It was the Friday Night Massacre, and it was some Indian company went and tried to take like all the reaction. I mean, Jab even got hit. Everybody got hit, and it was like, ooh. Well, he lost his channel, and he had to start over. And he would hold up a sign, and he would do this thing, and he called it the 20,000 challenge. And he was trying to get people to like respond and help him get to 20,000. That's where the idea came from. Except I'm past 20,000. I thought, what would be a good one to shoot for? It would be 100,000. My wife had nothing to do with it. You guys are prescribing way too much evil power to my wife, right? She's not behind any of this stuff. The only thing that she's behind is making sure I take my probiotics every day. That's the only thing that she really is like, did you take your probiotics? That's it, dude. She has no problem with Russia. She just has a problem with women who are threatening her. And I think which anybody would. I mean, and I would just, to the crazy women, listen, if I could address you, dear crazy, how would you feel about that? How would you feel if somebody if some woman was sending your man naked pictures and making lewd comments and whatnot, and when you responded to it, and said, "Hey, I just don't think it's appropriate that you should be doing that," and they get threatened. But how would you take that? Come on, I think there needs to be a sense of reasonability, right? And listen, there are and again, there's been an accusation that my wife has called them such. She has never said that to anybody, right? And there are many kind women out there that are like there's young Anna, who's really cool, fortune collector, Dasha, a handful of Anastasias, some Irnas, right? There's some really cool people out there that everything can be fine, everything can be professional, right? And we're able just to operate and just move on. But these handful of people just don't stop, and you know, and it's unfortunate. But I want to end on this note. I understand there's just like, you know, not every American shares my view. If you go through America, you're going to find some jerks, right? You will. You find some jerks, and the same thing is in Russia, right? I know this isn't the Russian people. I'm for the Russian people. But I have to make a stand, dude. You guys can't just be disrespecting my wife like that, right? You just can't. And you know what I wish for you guys? I wish the crazy women this. I wish happiness for you. I wish that you guys would find a job or something that would keep you busy, to give you a hobby instead of, you know, being a busybody. I hope you find the man of your dreams that comes in with a good job that will take care of you. And I hope you find another YouTube channel that you feel like, you know what, this guy understands this better, he handles this better, he does all these things better. That's what I wish for you. I wish you peace, happiness, prosperity, health, and you know, don't let the door hit you on the ass. I'll catch you later. Peace.